today I'll be showing you a couple of things I brought from Nigeria. So these are the food stuff I was able to bring while I was coming, and I will be showing you bit by bit on how I was able to pack it. So a couple of these food stuff I got them myself. Some of them that require drying, I equally dried them myself. Daddy, can you look at the screen if I'm appearing very well on the screen?
Yeah, very well.
Okay, thank you. So I'm actually using my back camera, that's why I'm saying this. So first of all, I wanted to talk about salt. I know a lot of people say, there's no need to bring salt. Salt is just £1. So I brought the salt while I was coming. As you can see, we have used part of it already, and this is the remaining one. And this is like over a week plus I'm filming this. So this is the first thing that is on the that I brought that I want to show you. So actually, when we were coming, we bought yellow pepper. So I don't know if you can see this. So these are yellow pepper. We bought about, I think I bought one value of 500 a day before we were coming. I bought this yellow pepper. So I just want to quickly show you those things that require freezer. I kept on the freezer. So yellow pepper is one of them, so that you can quickly return them back to the fridge, because that's how I was able to flavor it forever already. So I don't know if you have seen my vlog. This is another thing we brought fresh. So this is okra. We've used part of it already this morning to make okra soup. So this is the remaining one. And I forget to talk on this video. If I catch any of you laughing for the things I brought to the UK, I will deal with you people. So this is okra. So I brought, actually we are not big in ogbono or egusi in our house. So I bought a half pint of ogbono while we were coming, which is this, though we used little of it. I think we've used little of it to prepare something. So also I brought a half pint of egusi while we were coming, and fortunately we blended it. I would advise you not to blend it when you are coming, though it's very very little though, but I would advise you not to blend it. The person that went to buy it actually has already started blending it before I remember to call the person not to blend it. So the person has already blended it, though we'll still be having another cargo that will be coming from Nigeria. So those set I will ask them not to blend, just for them to dry it very well before blending it. So this is the okra and sorry, the egusi and the okra. Okay, we're going back to the fridge. Daddy, sorry, can I have those? So this one is uba. For those of you, Daddy, that's it over there, please. Thank you. So this is uba. Uba, you can use it for African salad actually, but the purpose of trying this actually was for thank you. Okay, so the purpose of this uba actually was for okra soup. And when I was making my okra early this morning, I actually forget to put it, but no worries, subsequently we use it for our okra soup, or you can equally use it for African salad if that's what you really want to use it for. So the next thing on my list is ogiri. So for those of you who knows me very well, you know that I love this Igbo soup. I love eating Igbo soup. I love eating the white soup, the bitter leaf soup, and the oha soup. So if you want to actually make those ones in the local method, and for you to get that real Nigerian flavor, you need this. I cannot open this. If I open this, the whole of this place will be scented, will not smell. So these are the things. So I just need to quickly return this to the freezer. Also, please let me return this back to the freezer. Thank you. So now back to the dry item items. So okay, now these items are the ones that, so this is Iru. For those of you who knows what Iru means, for the Yorubas they understand. Like this Iru, if you want to make fada rice, you want to make okra soup, you can equally use it to make okra soup if you want. You can equally use it to make egusi. Just more like an African flavor. Then for those of us in Delta, you know what they call dawa. So this is part of what they used to make that. So this is it. So what I did for this actually was that after buying it, I just spread it in a baking pan and I put it in the oven, and that was all I did, and it came out very, very well. You can see this over a week plus, and I kept it in a dry surface. Nothing has happened to it. So this is it. Then the next one on my list is ofada rice. So I bought a pint of ofada rice. For those of you who knows me very well, somebody is licking my ice cream. You think I will not talk? I'm reporting him to you people now on YouTube. He's licking my ice cream, and I'm seeing him. I can't stand up because of you guys. Anyway, so this is ofada rice. I bought it pint, like I said earlier, though we used little out of it. So this is what we have. So this is my spice. For me, spice is everything. This is my pepper soup spice, my banga soup spice, and every other spice I actually use in the UK. So what actually happened is that, for those of you who know, my father-in-law celebrated his birthday. That was last year, August. So when my sister-in-law was coming from Delta State, we sent her money. So everything I've seen here, plus the little I sent to my brother-in-law in the US, is just 15,000. So this is spice you're seeing. Let's assume by the time you exclude, let's just say like 8 or 9k spice. But I grind it myself. I make sure so all the ingredients I need. But I grind it in a way that I grind it in a general spice. So if you want to make pepper soup or any other thing, I probably use that for it. So this is it. So it's important. So if I can get a picture of those spice before grinding it, I will just put it on the display so that you can know the raw the spice you need before blending it. I think I snapped it. I will try and insert the picture somewhere there in the market where I went to grind the spice. I did it myself. So please, when you are coming, don't let anybody tell you this is small. This was the Twisco choco we had in Nigeria. A client of mine gave it to me. One of their staff gave it to me when I went to visit Promacedos. And when I noticed it was going down, I just decided to pack the remaining, not knowing that to be something very. Even my husband was like, "What are you doing? Are you going to take this to the UK?" I said, "Yes." I decided to keep it. But immediately we arrived there, guess what? He was the first person to start drinking it. So don't allow anybody to discourage you. So inside here, I have a couple of flavored tea. So my auntie came from Germany. I don't know if I've said that already in this video. He brought a couple of tea for us. These are strawberry and apple tea. While these are what's it called? Lemon tea and some other, like about 3 other flavors I have. So these are part of the things I brought from Nigeria that they gave me in Germany. So then, while this is the connecting flight, the hotel we stayed in Rwanda, they are the one that gave us all this. These are some green tea. This is green tea. While this is black tea. So it's a combination of green and black tea. So before now, also I've been complaining. I've been telling people that I know who are making indomie. So a shout out to Sister BC, my brother-in-law's wife, is one that gave me this noodle seasoning. Sorry, I know a lot of people when they are coming to Nigeria, they will just buy indomie and remove the seasoning because the indomie here is kind of affordable, but the seasoning is the cocoa. So I've been tapping, begging everybody I know, but she was able to give me this while we were coming. So this is just indomie seasoning. So this is indomie seasoning. So we just need to buy their own indomie and use Nigeria indomie seasoning for it. So which will help in a very long run. So also I bought indomie myself while I was coming. I think I bought about 10 pack. No, not 10 pack, sorry, 10 of this because of space, because we're not having much space and it's onion flavor. So when you are coming, don't buy chicken because so that once you open your load, you will not throw a red flag. Just buy the onion flavor. I know it was difficult to get. If you go to all these big supermarkets, you will get them there. So just buy onion flavor of the indomie. So that is what I did. So also This is Ijebu Gari. So I bought Ijebu Gari also. I have some, or I think I bought a pint of this Ijebu Gari. I equally bought yellow pint of Gari, but that yellow pint of Gari, what happened was that while we were packing, we noticed some of our luggage was too much. I have to drop some of them and back. So when we are ordering for our cargo, we might be able to get. But I think Gari actually is not necessary, to be honest, because there is oats here for swallow. So except you want a drinkable, like this is Ijebu one for drinking, is okay. But if it's regarding swallow, they have oats, which I'll be showing much more at the end of this video. So the oats is kind of affordable. You just need to blend it and use it like wheat, which is even more healthier in terms of swallow compared to Gari. So except you are more of Gari person, I think there is no need for you to come with Gari. So these are a couple of videos. This is a combination of a couple of videos I've watched over time that I gave back to this video. So this is my Maggi. So I have a combination of so as you can see, I have a combination of Star Maggi and no Maggi. So some people prefer to crunch their Maggi, but me, that if you are buying chicken Maggi, though I bought chicken and then not together Star Maggi, so I just mix it because I actually did not really have the time to start breaking all the Maggi into teaspoon. So I bought Cameroon pepper. So prior to this time also, I also noticed that the yellow pepper, the regular pepper here is very hot. So for those, I think a family of four actually used their 1 pound pepper for a whole week. So I felt okay, fine. If that's the case, there's no need for me. So I just brought a few of this Cameroon pepper, which equally I will be ordering for more later. So I just brought this. So we'll be using it to cook. So if I catch you laughing, I will break your teeth. This is rubber band. I brought rubber bands to pack my hair or to hold anything I need to hold. So if I also catch you laughing, I brought toothbrush in case the ones we have, because I purposely when I was coming, I deliberately left the one I was using in Nigeria because it was already old. So I just felt there was no need for me to bring in that toothbrush. So fortunately for us, the hotel we lodged during our connecting flight, they gave us extra brush, which that's still the one I'm using. That's why I've not opened this one up to now. So for those of you who know, I love baking. So I brought my whisker. So probably when I want to do anything, then I brought my cutter for pastries. I want to make meat pie, sausage or anything. Then I brought my tea sieve. So this one actually I use it for tea sieve, probably especially if I'm the one making my probably ginger tea or any kind of tea that I'm making that I really want to do myself, not the regular tea. So I'll just do that and use the silver to save it. So if I catch you laugh, but you can laugh if you want. So I brought knife. Actually this knife, I brought 2 of this knife. So you can see how I tape it. Actually I've lost one, we've started using one. I deliberately leave this one like this so that I don't know, maybe in the nearest future or a few months, or because the other one we are still using it and it's still very, very effective. I brought 2 of this. You can see how I wrapped it. I first of all used not really paper, more like a carton. I opened the carton so that it would be easy for me to wrap around the knife. Then after that I'll now use tape, because if you carry a knife just strap, either it destroy your load or they will see it as a dangerous object in your load, which you don't need. So that's the reason why I wrap it like this, so that it will not show, and I equally put it in a ziploc bag. So if you've noticed on my video so far, I have not been showing you item on a ziploc bag, so I'm going to tell you that reason in a bit. So also we came with onion. Towards the end of the video I will explain that to you. So the reason why I've been putting them on those bags. So we came with onions. If I catch you laugh, these onions actually is a lifesaver, because when we were coming, I think my husband, we bought like, is it 500 naira onions, but I just felt we cannot carry everything. We just pack few, and this is what we'll be using. This is over a week plus now and we are still using it. So if you want to laugh, is your teeth laugh. So last year when we were traveling, I bought some what's it called, curry, I bought bay leaf, I bought thyme. So when I was coming, because we still use it throughout the year and we still have more of it, so this is still curry, I just put them in this ziploc bag, and thyme and this sample ziploc bag, and bay leaf, which we already have. So I did not actually buy this, I just repacked them and give them packaging. I said at the beginning of this video that packaging is actually everything, so that's the reason why I am okay. So that's the reason why it's important for you to pack your stuff very, very importantly. So the next item I'll be showing you now is palm oil. So this is my palm oil I brought from Nigeria, and so I think what you need on this, you need to get this kind of carrier bag, which is very, very important. I actually did not, I decided not to bring much, it's just 3 liters, and I equally bring vegetable oil. So for it, so you can equally decide to either you bring, because here I think that much is 5 liter vegetable oil.
Yeah, it's about 11 or 12,000 in Nigeria, but here it's 9,000.
So here is about 9 pounds.
About 9 pounds.
Sorry, that's like about 8,000. So for 5 liters. So if you want to skip that, so like what I did towards December, our company gave us vegetable oil. So I just felt, what's the need of coming to buy another vegetable oil? What can I equally use this one for the time being while settling in? So that was the reason why I brought this. But I know this palm oil is going to stay for a very long time. So that is that. So the next item I'll be showing you is onion. So we brought onion from Nigeria. So we actually bought this onion. So I'll be putting this, the person I bought this onion, I'll be putting his phone number on the screen, but the person lives in Lagos. So if you live in Lagos, you can contact them for your onion, and their onion is very, very okay, it's very good. So that's that. So the next one now, we're entering into the big stuff that I actually brought for this trip. So the next one is stockfish. So what I did is that I actually did not go to the regular market. I did go to Imbo because I really don't want to stress myself, because while I was planning this packing, also I was working, and actually did not want to stress myself. So I live around Oshodi area, so there's a market close to Arena where people come every day, Monday to Saturday, early in the morning. Those women that sells around. So that was the market I went to. So I bought a pint of this for I think 3,000. So I bought a pint of this. So I bought 2 pints. Although we've used part of it in Nigeria before bringing it, and this is the. So what I did was that immediately I got home, I decided to dry it. I re-dry them so that they don't have any. Still, you have some pieces falling off. So that's the reality. So after that, okay, I talked about earlier on. So we bought, what you are seeing here is the Bangla fish. So we bought 1 carton of Bangla fish. This is the dry fish. So we bought 1 carton and we dry it completely dry. After drying it from there, I equally put it in the oven and also I dry it. So the next on my list is Oziza leaf. So what I did equally, that's a market I explained earlier on. I went there because when you go there in the morning, for those of you who use Oziza currently, you know that Oziza leaf is very expensive in the market. So what I did is that what I did was I just went to the market and I bought that, I think the one of 1,500, and it was quite much. So I dried and I shrunk. I didn't even bother slicing them. A lot of people will slice. I didn't slice, I just pluck it and I dry it like that. And thank God that was in January, early January. You know, there was Amapan. So that was what really helped me to dry this period. So while the next one here is scent leaf. So the same method I use it for the scent leaf, and that was it. Okay. Also I brought in bitter leaf. This is bitter leaf. So the same method. So what I did for this bitter leaf, some people will say just pluck and dry. No, I pluck and I wash, I think once or twice then before I start drying it. And thank God also it was that January time. The Harmattan really helped me to dry it. So while the next here is crayfish. So guys, crayfish is crazily expensive. So I bought 2 pence of crayfish. I can't remember how much I think I bought the crayfish for 6,000. Yes, that's 4,000. 2 pence. So the same method I did. Immediately I got home. I'm saying this because if you don't re-dry it yourself, the thing might get bad. Or you can see the crayfish is still very fresh. And you can see the nylon I put it, which I'll also be explaining it much later. I did not use Ziploc bag. Then all my stuff got here safe and sound. Even the one, this is Ziploc bag. The 2 Ziploc bag that's torn. You can see. So I just felt I don't want to waste money on that. So this is the 2 pence of crayfish I got. So while I was coming, somebody has used our beans and refused to fry it. So before I came in, I bought like I think about 3 weeks. Even before we got our visa, I started selecting my beans. So this is selected beans. All the white beans I've selected, and it's only the brown one. So I've selected this, and I added pepper into it so that it will not weevils will not eat the beans. And I tried the same thing with this. This also is brown beans. And I bought 2 pence of this. 2 pence of this. So because we are big in eating beans in our house, we use beans to do akara, we use beans to do normal beans porridge. We do a whole lot of things. We prefer eating beans than any other thing in our house. Once there is beans, trust me, beans and okra is the major in our house. So that's the reason why this is even my major load. But imagine 4 pence of beans. So that's what really chopped most of my load. So a lot of people were asking me, do you have space? Because I knew there was no space because of the beans. So that was it. So also when we were coming, my brother-in-law gave us dry pomo. This is dry pomo. And also I had pomo from the cow tail or cow leg my husband bought earlier on. He bought a lot of them in the house before we came because of our people that were coming in from Germany, and the remaining one before we left. So I just fry it and we pack them inside the oven and ensure that they dry very well. And part of that initial one that I dried was what I used to prepare for soup this morning, and it was still very well cooked. So you can buy your pomo. If you don't want to do this in your pomo store, you can just buy your pomo, fry it. You go to the abattoir. Shebi, that is the abattoir they call that place. Yeah, you go to the abattoir, you buy the pomo there. You just ask them to, either if you want them to use water to peel it off, or you want them to roast it, whatever format you want, they will do it for you. Then you cut it into small chunk, just fry it, and then dry it again in the oven, and you'll be good to go. At least once you get it, you can immediately put it in the fridge. You can see this way, I didn't bother putting it in the fridge because it's still very dry. So the next is dry fish. I bought regular dry fish that you can just use to cook anything you want. You can see during the transit the thing has really mashed together. But this is dry fish that I bought. So I came in with my own cinnamon. For those of you who know me, you know I love DIY. So I came in with my own cinnamon. This is cinnamon powder for anything I want. And also cinnamon is very good in case if you are doing what's it called, smoothie. And that's even the main reason why I brought it for smoothie and all that stuff. You can use it for smoothie. So this is tea. This is Lipton and top tea, the ones we were using before we came in. So I quickly put them in this bag and seal them. So we are big in eating granuts, but I just felt that granuts this time around, so I just bought only 1 pence. I did not buy this thing. What I did, I just put it in the oven, dry it, pack them by myself. I did not go and give it to anybody to pay me I don't know if anybody to fry it for me. I just do it myself. So when we were coming, we brought in 3 spaghetti. We used one, the remaining 2. And then we put it. So this is the remaining 2 from the spaghetti we brought. So for those in Delta State, you know what I meant about beletete. So if you are cooking pepper soup, you are cooking banga or anything, you've not used obeletete, you are a Johnson, you've not cooked anything. So this is for banga soup, pepper soup, for those in Delta State. That's what we are using it for. So this is another. So I have a lot of beans. I think I will just pack the beans on the inside because they are much. And also we have a lot of granuts. The other part of the donut, you know, I told you I bought 2 things, and we also have garlic. So then another thing I did was that I bought carb. So towards the ending, so this, as you can see on this is carb. Already we've used part of it and it's very, very good. We made beans and carb and we took it for that breakfast or dinner, I can't really remember. And it was very, very good. So what I did for this part is that after buying it, after buying it from the market, I actually buy it from those people that are selling 50 naira, because what happened is that I remember my last experience. I ordered pap from someone. It took like forever for the person to bring the pap, and before the thing started get dry, I was forced to use other method of drying it, and I don't really want that this time around. So I just went to the market street. I just count directly from those that are selling, and immediately I got home, I spread the pap in a open space, and I think 2 or 3 days it got dry. I just packed them, and this is what we are using here. So you don't need to go and give anybody any big money to do all these things. So you just need to plan yourself and calculate your time, and that will be done. So I think this is still more of bitter leaf. I still have more fada rice, plenty of beans here, like I said earlier on. So for those of you who know, I'm a naturalist, or my hair, I have natural hair. That is more this thing we are looking for, hand sanitizer. So this is a cocoa butter. So shout out to Joycey, receptionist in my office. She was actually the one that helped me to place this order. So if you want anything regarding, I'll put that number on the screen. So but another thing, you have to live in Lagos. So you have to live in Lagos for you to I'm coming. I just want to bring everything I did regarding this. Okay. So yeah. So what I did is that because my hair is natural hair and I don't want to be buying any expensive products, so what I did is that these are the oil we were using back then. I was using back then before I came. For like over a year now, I've not been buying all this Kento product or anything. What I do is that this is mango butter. So I bought this mango butter for my natural hair. I bought this cocoa butter for my natural hair. Why I bought this shea butter? So the reason why, you can notice that the shea butter is the most smallest among them. So the major thing I actually need is these two, the shea butter and the cocoa butter, and that will be enough for my creaming of my natural, and it will make my hair also soft too. So that's it. So we still have more leaf, like I said. You can see this still oziza leaf, part of the oziza that I brought, and that's why I deliberately did not slice it, so that it will not be like, it will be too much if you slice it. I deliberately do that. I deliberately did that. Then this is my black soap. I've been using this black soap actually for over a year. So while I was coming, I just felt there's no need to actually get, because I understand there are good shampoos here also for hair, for natural hair. So based on that, and it's another load, so I just tried to bring this small black soap I've been using in the house. So guys, this is aka achi. So achi is a thickener for soup. For those of you who don't know what achi does, use achi to cook your bitter leaf soup or hand soup. But I barely use achi because most time I think the cocoyam I use is more than enough for me. So this is achi. So while this is dry cocoyam, so this is dry cocoyams for equally dry white cocoyam. Actually, no, there's red cocoyam and there's white. So this is the white type that you can use for your bitter leaf and or soup. So for white soup, I know a lot of people will be asking me. Actually, I deliberately did not buy white yam. I deliberately did not buy dry yam because I know you can't compare cocoyam to yam. Yeah, if that makes sense. So you can't compare cocoyam to yam, but you can equally use this one too for fed salad, which is also white soup. But I would prefer we use this for bitter leaf and or soup. Why for white soup? We've been to the market. They say a kg of yam is about £3. So whenever I want to buy, we just buy very little pieces. They used to cut it, just part we use for that. I prefer the fresh yam on the white soup. So that's what we use for our white soup. So this is my suya pepper. In case I want to make suya or anything, I will just take part of it and give it. Equally, I can make similar texture for suya pepper, but this suya pepper actually will bring out more flavor than you could imagine. So that's that for it. So the last thing on my list is different spices that I bought. So this is a combination of other spices. So this is my own personal. I show you one seasoning, which is this. The seasoning we used earlier on for for indomie. So this was the one I was keeping for over a period of time. Let me just keep it together. So when we start using their own indomie, we will rotate the spice before we blend them into their own method of indomie, before we look for a way of making it more delicious. So for those of you who know, this is banga soup stick. So this stick, you use it whenever you're making banga, you just put this stick into it. So use it to cook. So this is in our side they call it uli. I don't know what the name. I don't know the English name for it anyway. Don't know if you can see it well. Yeah, close to the camera. Yeah. So like I said at the beginning of this video, that spice, actually I made it general spice for other reasons. So this one is what is this thing called again? I remember the name of this one, so I've forgotten the name of that one. It's one of the spice. Daddy, please come. What's this thing called? My head is spinning. Daddy, alligator pepper. Yes, I remember now. We came with alligator pepper. For if you feel like you want something very hot or something very spicy, then I came with this for pepper soup. So whenever I want to make normal regular pepper soup, you just need to bring maybe one of this and put it inside the pepper soup, and you are good to go for normal regular pepper. But you can probably use it like that for pepper soup. And there is we have rosa seeds, then we have black pepper. So this is another odeletete for the banga soup. So these are the ones we are using. This is our dawa for bolo. Can use one for bolo soup. And why this is potash? No, sorry, this is not potash. This is white native maggi. Actually, do not come with potash. Okay, this is potash. This is potash. This is native salt, which you can use for white soup. While this is a seed. So this brings us to the close of our video. So these are the items I was able to bring from Nigeria. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope this gives you an idea of what to bring when you are coming. So see you guys on the next one. So guys, I will be uploading more of vlog, although we'll still continue with our regular immigration school vlog and how to get visa stuff, but now we'll be shipping in more vlog. Weekly vlog will be coming up, so that because it's not everything I can sit down and say. There are a lot of things that while I'm going or while I'm doing it, I will be updating you guys. That will not be my daily vlog, and at least we'll be having either 1 or twice a week a vlog. So it all depends on my activity for that week. If I have much activity, I'll put in 2 vlogs, but for now I think we have a lot of things to do. So I don't know the level of volume of vlog you'll be getting from, but you'll be getting more vlog until things are probably stabilized, and then I will now reduce it to maybe 1 or 2 in a week. So alright, see you guys on the next one. Ciao. So okay, that reminds me, if you are watching up to now, you have not subscribed, I'm suspecting you. It's you I'm talking to. So click on that subscribe button now. Subscribe, so you will get more content. Seriously, now our content is packaged. Immigration is there, school is there, then now daily vlog for you to know what to expect in the UK and how things are going. So I will be making more video later on step by step. There are some will come in single video, while some will come in the vlog like this. So that's the more reason why you have to subscribe now, so that you get the gist as it hot. As my people they talk out for NSP today, as it hot. So also I forget to talk about this seasoning. This seasoning I bought it last year. Someone recommended it for me last year when we were traveling, and last year we did not use it. We did not have use for it actually. But guess what? My husband used it to cook. What did you use this thing to cook?
I can't remember.
So my husband used it to cook something. You need to see the taste. Chicken was like everywhere. So this seasoning is called I think Kitchen Glory. Yeah, Kitchen Glory. They say it's very delicious, it's very palatial, but me I've not actually used it. I think they use it for steaming of item food. You can use it to cook generally. That's another backup for the Maggi instead of using just the seasoning. They said it's very nice. So this brings us to the end of the video. I'm saying it again repeatedly. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe, like, share, and see you on the next one. Ciao.